You've probably noticed by driving around town that the use of ornamental grasses has been really increasingly popular in both residential and commercial landscapes. Phil Steinauer is here from Designscapes, Colorado. Phil, how long have ornamental grasses been this popular? They've really taken off recently, haven't they?
They really have, and I would say that's probably in the last 10 to 15 years they've really kind of gained their appeal.
And one of the things I love about them is the way they just bounce the light.
They do. They have so much character between whether it's the color, whether it's the texture, whether it's the size. They really work well in any landscape. I mean, you can do them in formal landscapes, like you said, commercial landscapes. And they offer kind of what I think people are looking for, low maintenance ways. They're disease-free. They grow in almost any soil.
Drought tolerant.
Very drought tolerant. So they really, offer a lot of alternatives for the gardener out there.
Well, thanks so much for bringing in all these different varieties. People may see them and not know exactly what they are. So let's go through some of these names.
Yeah, some of these are the most popular varieties and also some of the hardiest. In back here, this one that's kind of off to my right, is a heavy metal switchgrass, and this variety specifically is Shenandoah. And what's nice about it is it comes out with this blue foliage, and then it will turn a burgundy. The leaves will actually turn burgundy, and then these plumes that you see, these inflorescence, those are going to turn pink. So it has a great texture, and then it will turn this golden brown in the winter. Down in front of that, we've got, you can see, this is a fairly popular one. This is probably the lowest variety of the grasses, and this is a blue fescue. It's a semi-evergreen here in Colorado, has this dwarf kind of blue foliage, and is a great ground cover. Right next to that is one that I think is really unique. It's the bloodgrass, and this has this chartreuse foliage, again with these burgundy pink tips. And this is one where you mentioned in your intro with backlighting. This looks great if you can kind of put this where the sun comes through it in the evening, like on a western exposure. But because the the leaves are so kind of clear and colorful. Behind this is the blue avena. This is one that's been around for a long time when we talk about. This is not a new introduction. But a very popular one.
This is fun. This is oat grass.
Yeah, this is northern oat grass, and this has this variegated foliage. And then what's unique about this is the little tips that look almost like wheat tips on the ends, or oats. So it's a great one. And all of the grasses, like most of them, except this one that your hand is on right here, like a sunny location and well-drained soil. But they all like pretty much full sun. This one will take a light shade, and this one is actually ice dancer sedge grass.
And this one is so fine.
Yes.
Mexican feather grass. That is just lovely. And you were telling me during the commercial that you love these grasses because they also make sound in the garden.
Yeah,
let's demonstrate that.
Yeah, one of their appeals is you can see in the winter, especially when they start to turn brown, a nice way to work grasses is plant them in drifts, and then as the wind goes through, you can hear the rustling of the leaves, similar to aspens.
Nice way to add some real interest on a different level in your garden. Thank you so much, Phil. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And you brought in other plants that complement these
would be
grasses.
some companion plants. Again, I think.
So you have that on your website?
We do.
Excellent. To get the complete list of today's grasses, visit thedenverchannel.com, and we'll put up a link under that big red TV button. I'll do the same on my Facebook page. Thank you, Phil.